Hey guys, I'm Robert, the GM of High School DnD. Today I'm being joined by Tyler. What's up, Tyler? How you doing?
Oh, how's it going?
It's great, man. I'm so excited to see what happens with this game, and I'm so excited for you to be able to join us. Tyler has been playing role-playing games with me for some time now. I've had the pleasure of seeing a lot of his characters grow and how he writes his characters and how they've developed, and him as a role player in general. So what was your first experience with role-playing games, and what's the best memory you have of role-playing?
Oh my gosh, first experience goes way back to college when I was over at Baylor. A guy we played in with our last game introduced me to it, and I don't remember anything about it. I think I was like a paladin. I think it was 3.5, maybe even it might have been 3, like a 3rd edition. And the only line I remember from it was like, we broke out of a prison cell and I walked into a prison cell full of dwarves, and they were like, you have the highest charisma, talk to them. So I just walk in, I'm just like, hey dwarves, and everyone just bust out laughing and they just thought it was the stupidest thing ever. Obviously I've gotten a lot better since then. Oh man, I've had just like a lot of characters that I adore. I had Jack Barkness or something like that. He was a time-traveling dog agent in a sci-fi game we played, Mongoose Travelers. Probably my all-time... Well, actually, no, I had Reggie, which was a thieving robot. I'll build him up. I don't know who my favorite is. My last two were... I had Commander Chet Frost, another sci-fi Mass Effect style character, no nonsense. He would go in there guns blazing, ready to kill, but you know, he also did his duty. He was a good man. I like to blow things up to a flaw. And I think my most recent one, I got to level 20 in a 5th edition game as Arf to Liveman, who was the like 3rd generation of a bunch of D&D characters I played. The son, grandson. You know, I played the Ranger, which was his great grandfather. The Fighter, which was his great grandfather. and some other stuff in there. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, and that campaign was Berserk influenced, and that was really, really fun time.
Yeah, he was straight up like edgelord guts. He had like a 9-foot long great sword that was about a foot wide, and he was just like, yeah, blah, blah. Yeah.
So your current character, Kai Unagi, can you give us a quick breakdown of him?
He is going to be a ranger. You know, this is just like I'm going to cover the statistic side of him first, you know, because I haven't put too much thought into role-playing yet. He's a ranger. He's got dex abilities. He's got good wisdom, not so much strength, not so much charisma. But he's a wise guy. He's a wise guy, just a little bit. But yeah, because you know, we Italians, we like to have our wise gays. But yeah, so I built him like that. Those are his stats. You know, I took the criminal background. He's an orphan. He's very devoted to his friends. I think that was a big thing in there. Like, he steals to help people. And he definitely, you know, is kind of like a Robin Hood in that sense. But not exactly. And he's very loyal to his friends. And another thing that they said is he has a tell when he's lying. I'll be playing that up. I'm thinking of just like, I don't know, I'll have something in store for you guys. He actually grew up in a nice place from Nebraska, America. When his parents died, he went to go live with his uncle in Tokyo, got into some crime, didn't work out for him, and then got a lead to go to this new school, Byakko Academy in Osaka, which is where we are currently.
Yeah, and we actually may be hearing more about that in this interview, but what's Kai's favorite food? I kind of consider that to be something that really tells you a lot about a character.
You know, put a lot of thought into this. you know, if you asked him when he lived with his family, maybe something his mom made, maybe like ramen or something. But at this point in his life, anything he can eat, you know, is good. Anything you can steal and not get caught, anything that's cheap, anything that makes the stomach stop will be the way to go. So, you know, I think my thing as, you know, when I was poor, you know, my favorite kind of food was like instant ramen or something instant, something I could microwave up and was cheap, but would be filling. We'll go with that. Something dirty like that. Or, you know, straight up apples, man. Like, they grow on trees. They literally grow on trees.
They're full of fiber.
Oh yeah, you know. And when you're pooing in the woods, that's gonna be something you need.
If Kai was ever expelled, and it sounds like there may be a few reasons why, but what would you think the biggest reason would be?
Probably like something completely out of his control. Maybe he shows up and maybe his uniform isn't up to code, or it's not like he's actively doing something malicious to get expelled. Though I could also see him, you know, getting kicked out for stealing something too. So there's.
I was about to say,
but if he's not, you know, just up and right, you know, robbing people, which he'll probably be doing a lot. But you know, if he's not, assuming he doesn't get caught for that, what will get him will be just like, you know, like maybe getting some crap on his uniform and just not being able to get rid of it, or something on the lines of that. So, well, that's my thought. You know, we'll see how that goes, though.
Earlier you mentioned Kai's history with Tokyo and how he turned to a life of crime. I know Kai would probably tend to go to the streets, correct?
No, of course.
So one night, Kai's out and about looking for a score. What would he normally be doing in that situation?
He's looking for tourists because he speaks English, so they're easy targets. You know, he can be helpful. He knows the lay of the land well enough to like kind of help someone, let their guard down, and then just walk away with a couple yen here or there. And so I would imagine that probably a crowded street, but maybe off to the side and more or less a quiet area, so he can just kind of like he can listen as people walk by and kind of hear what language they're speaking, so he knows if that's the type of person he should go out and help, you know?
Kai makes a steal. He goes off into a little quiet place to go see, you know, go figure out exactly everything he got. And he hears some footsteps approaching. What do we got here? A street rat? And he sees two, like, they look about Kai's age, generally like thuggish looking kids. They're wearing uniforms at the school in Tokyo that Kai is attending.
That's pretty rich coming from you guys. You're out here. This is my corner. Get out.
These are our streets. We run it for the Yakuza.
I don't see any names around here, and I don't think the Yakuza takes little fourth graders like you.
Yeah, well, you're gonna pay your dues for being out here. We saw you over there, bumming off those people. You gotta pay up to the Yakuza, or they're gonna get you.
You can take it over my fists.
Oh yeah? How about your dead body?
All right.
and then you just, these lights go boom. And it's these car lights. And you're like, well. Some of my students out here to play. Y'all know it's not recess time right now. And he's like, who's that? Turn off those lights. Are you gonna get it too, buddy? He's like, my. Y'all are quite aggressive, aren't you? And you just hear, and then he like steps past the lights, and you can see it's one of your teachers, one of the student teachers, Onizuka.
Hey man, I don't think you know what's going on here. They got a knife, man.
Ah, shut up, kid. All right, boys. Go ahead, drop the knife. Oh, yeah? Well, how are you gonna make us do that? You're just a teacher. Well, how about I call my my Yakuza boys down here and we can deal with this? What do you mean? You really want to make this tough, huh? They're like, you know what? Why don't we take your wallet too?
I'm watching.
They go up, and he's just like, and like punches one of the kids in the face, and he like flies back. And then like the other kid's like, and he like roundhouse kicks him upside the head. And he's like, all right, I expect a full report done by the end of the night, and you're going to turn it in on time. And you're also going to go to the principal and tell him how great of a teacher I am. And they're like, I may have been a Yakuza crime boss for a long time, but those days are over. Now I'm here to make sure you do your time. Oh, yes, sir, Onizuka. And they get up and run off.
Ooh. Those moves were sick. You used to be a Yakuza crime boss?
I said shut up.
Yep.
What are you doing out here, Kai?
Making some money, dude. Boys gotta eat.
Not like this, man. You gotta figure something else out. You gotta do better. Don't take that same path I did.
Well, I mean, there's not much opportunity for someone with my skill set.
There's gotta be something better you could do, Kai. I know there's someone out there that'd be disappointed in seeing what you're doing now.
Unfortunately not. I'm an orphan.
Well, I'm disappointed in seeing what you're doing now.
Really?
Yeah. You have potential for so much more. You gotta help somebody. You gotta help yourself, man. You gotta grow. Doing this, it's just, you're gonna end up in a jail. Or even worse, dead. And I don't want that. I'm going out to Osaka. I got a friend out there that got me a gig at Byakko Academy. I'll help you get enrolled. It's a private academy, but I can get you a voucher.
You know, you can teach me some of those moves, sure.
Fine.
Hey.
But you gotta help me score with this Keiko lady.
Ooh. I don't know if I can be super helpful, but
You'll be fine. Just, talk me up, all right? Do me a favor.
yeah, no, sure. I'll do what I can. I mean, look, it's been a long time since I heard someone say they're disappointed, and that's at least something. I'll give it a shot.
You think you got somewhere to go there?
Yeah, sure.
I'd offer you to stay at my place, but that's not very popular with ladies having some kid running around.
Nah, I'm resourceful. I got friends everywhere.
All right, cool. Well, Kai, make sure to turn your homework in, and I guess I'll be seeing you around.
Homework? Yeah.
And he walks up to his car, and his lights turn off for a second, and you just see his license plate says ONI. And then he cranks it up, and he backs up, and it's like, and then he drives off.
Does it play? Is he listening to that song from L'Arc-en-Ciel? The the guitar song.
Yeah.
Classic Onizuka. Damn. Well, guess I got to get to Osaka. I guess I got to steal a map first, and I check my wallet to see how much money I have.
There's 3 yen in there.
Definitely got to steal a map. Then I walk off.
Well, Tyler, I'm so excited about this campaign. I think you guys have some awesome characters, and the concepts are going to be hilarious. Is there anything you want to say to the people viewing this content?
Oh, yeah. You ready? I was going to beat you to it. Okay, hit that button, hit the like and subscribe, and then follow us, and then do all this other stuff. It's actually really cool. There's a lot of things I gotta say, and I'm gonna squeeze it into about 5 seconds. First of all, Rob Plays and Rogues. I've been writing some of the music. It's gonna be super cool listening to the songs. Most of them, or if not all of them, I think all of them are original tracks from artists that are our friends or us. The art is done spectacularly by our friends and us as well. So I'm excited to see how this works. I think you're missing out if you are watching this and you decide not to watch any more of it. So definitely follow us, hit the bell icon, so that way like you can see this stuff, because it's so cool. I have been following this stuff. I know Rob, I've played in his group for years, and I can tell you that, you know, there is no DM that runs a more smooth game that actually feels like it's written to be a story that should be shared with other people. So this isn't going to be like inside jokes like and some of our campaigns have been like a lot of that, and there will be some of that, but it's not going to feel like, you know, you're missing out on something. That's the thing I love about the games we play with these guys, him and Paul, and pretty much played in all these groups. It's going to be, I'm looking forward to it. I watch a lot of D&D, and I'm just excited. I've been sitting here just like waiting for it to come out. So yeah, so now that I've talked him up, I think that's all I needed to say. Oh yeah, rogues. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. And
well, thanks, Tyler. I appreciate that, man. But hey, you guys all have a good night, and y'all take care, okay?
See ya.